Hello friends, my name is Yvette of Yvette Creates, and I am part of the Not Too Shabby shop design team. Today I want to show you some of the goodies in this month's Stamp and Die of the Month and Paper Pad of the Month Club. So let's start with the Stamp and Die of the Month. This month's stamp is the My Garden stamp set, and it has all of these lovely sentiments. This one says, "Love grows here." This one is introverted but willing to discuss plants. This one is welcome to my garden. And this tiny little sentiment says, each day is a new beginning. Now these are all lovely sentiments. And I love all the little images as well. You have some gardening tools, a little birdhouse, some flowers, and some seed packets. Of course, with the Stamp and Die of the Month, you get the coordinating dies. And the dies cut out everything, including the sentiments. Now, when you subscribe to the Stamp and Die of the Month, not only do you get an amazing discount, but the dies come on this magnetic sheet, which I think is a bonus. Now let's take a look at the Paper Pad of the Month Club for March. The Paper Pad Club comes with two 6x6 paper pads, and then you have the option of adding coordinating ephemera for one of those paper pads. This ephemera coordinates with the Walk in My Garden paper pad, and I'll put a picture of the ephemera on screen now. Let's quickly flip through this paper pad. The second paper pad is the Spring Watercolors paper pad, which has these beautiful watercolor looking papers in lovely spring colors. So now I need to decide what I want to play with first. But if you know me, you know I love patterned paper, so I'm going to start by playing with the patterned paper first. Now I will be sure to link to the Not Too Shabby shop in the description box below. So I'm just flipping through the patterned paper here, trying to decide which of all these beautiful papers to use for my cards today. And I am going to choose two different papers from this paper pad so that I can make two cards. Now at first I thought I might use a card sketch, but then I decided just to cut my paper to 5 1/4 by 4 inches and use the 2-inch strip left over to layer onto the 4-inch panel. I'm going to make one card portrait and then the other card landscape. Now, here comes the next hard part, choosing the ephemera. I mean, I have a hard time choosing from the pattern papers, but then choosing the ephemera is a whole new challenge for me. I decided to use one of the sentiments from my garden stamp set, and I will be stamping that directly on the 2-inch strips of patterned paper. Now here you're going to see that I have heat embossed on the green pattern paper, but it didn't turn out quite right. So I am doing it on the other end of that 2-inch strip, which will work out just fine because the first end that I heat embossed will be covered up with some ephemera. Now that I have all my bits and pieces together, I can go ahead and assemble my cards. After I attach the 2-inch strip to the 4-inch panel, I'm going to bring in some of my Love from Lizzie peel-offs to kind of differentiate between the two pieces of patterned paper. Then I can go ahead and attach my ephemera. And now that I have all of my ephemera attached, I'm going to go ahead and add this panel to the cream colored card base that I had in my stash. Then I'll bring in some enamel dots, and to finish off this card, I'm going to add that one small strip of leftover patterned paper to the inside of the card, as well as some more ephemera. So there's my portrait card, and now I'll work on my landscape card, basically following the same design. And there you have my two cards using this month's Paper Pad Club and ephemera, as well as the stamp set from the Stamp and Die of the Month. I hope I was able to provide some inspiration on how to use these beautiful papers, stamps, and ephemera. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Until next time, bye!